I'm Zachary Collins.
I'm Catherine Davis.
And this is On the Road. For today's show, we'll take a look at events in Northwest Indiana, including roller derby in downtown Valparaiso, and get some holiday shopping done at the Sharonville Craft Show.
First up, we'll be landing in Valparaiso for the annual Girls in Aviation event.
Girls in Aviation Day is a national day, and it's part of Women in Aviation. And Women in Aviation is a big organization that promotes women pilots. They do scholarships. And then this Girls in Aviation is to get young girls interested in aviation.
It's easier for to see. See what direction they need to go.
That's, oh, wait a minute.
Girls in Aviation Day is crucial to just get the word out there. Girls can come to these events and meet aviation personnel, whether it's pilots, flight attendants, rampers, ticket agents, and they can see that all of this is attainable. They can do the same thing that I did, and they can make a very successful career in the airline industry.
When we first started the school, and I think we had 2 women students, girl students. Now we're getting as many girls come in the door as we are boys that want to be career pilots.
We got to make like a fake airplane, and we got to ride like a fake airplane.
Turn right to the little bit.
We're going right.
We want to turn to the right a little bit, just so we get parallel with this runway.
It used to be that it was looked down on if they were a pilot, especially a pilot, a chief pilot for an airline. Now it's wide open. They can get into it too.
I think it's important for girls to experience aviation because they need to understand and realize that they can do anything that they put their mind to. They can do anything that a boy can do, and they can do it better. Women are about 4% in the airline industry, which is pretty low. And I would love for that number to be a lot higher.
Nice job. Give me a high five.
Right. It's so awesome for young girls to experience this event and learn about aviation.
It sure is, Kathy. Now going from the sky to the road, let's check out the Chesterton Car Cruise.
Welcome to the Chesterton Car Cruise, right in the heart of downtown Chesterton, where there are cars for any car lover, from the muscle era to today's sports cars. There are cars for any car lover in the region.
I've been coming every month. I think it's a great thing for the town of Chesterton, and I enjoy looking at all the cars, talking to people. I like that 63 split window Corvette over there. You don't see too many of them anymore. That's a nice car, and the guy did a nice job on it.
There are plenty of cars during this event where family and friends can gather, and where everybody, young and old, can both have a great time. From the Firebird Musketeers to the Corvette Twins, there are many new exciting cars and buildings for people to enjoy at the car cruise.
I like the buildings in the backdrop as far as photos go and everything else. It's very photogenic for the cars. I love this car show. It's a nice way to meet and greet with people, a lot of friends, a lot of back home setting.
I come every time they have one. It's the last Saturday every month and throughout the summer, so I'm here every time.
And as the setting of the night takes place, the cars swerve out. From the Chesterton Car Cruise, this is the Porter County Career Center peeling out.
What a great Saturday to look at all of your favorite cars. But Kathy, when people think about events in Northwest Indiana, most people don't think about surfing.
Let's take a drive on down to Lake Michigan to catch up with Midwest surfer Clay Hatch.
My name's Clay Hatch and I surf Lake Michigan. I grew up surfing in California. My family would take vacations to Oceanside. We lived in Utah, but we had a beach house there. So we'd vacation out there, and every time me and my brother would go surfing right by the pier. And then we ended up moving to Indiana, and I kind of missed surfing. So I was looking up videos of people surfing, and then somehow I saw a guy surfing on Lake Michigan, and I thought I might as well try it. And the waves are actually pretty decent here, so it's pretty fun. I think the best thing that like the Great Lakes have to offer is like the total novelty factor. Like, you run up to people and they say like, oh, you surf like what part, like California or like the East Coast or the West Coast? And you're like, no, I surf like in the middle of the United States on like Lake Michigan or like Lake Superior. And like people just like jaw drop and they're like, no way, there's waves. And then I like pull up my phone and like I show them a picture or like videos and they're just like, okay, that's pretty cool. Different surf spots on the lake. Well, I usually generally stay from like anywhere from like Grand Haven, Michigan, all the way over to like Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Generally like the bottom half of Lake Michigan. And it depends on like which way like the wind's blowing. Usually if the wind's blowing from the north to the south and it's going like straight down, then you're gonna wanna go to the bottom of Lake Michigan. But if it's blowing like to the side and like on the side where like St. Joseph or like New Buffalo are, then you're gonna wanna go to that side, or like vice versa. So a couple of my favorite spots are like St. Joseph or Portage or Michigan City or Grand Haven. Those are a couple popular spots that a lot of people go to. If you've ever thought about going surfing, you should definitely try it, even if you live somewhere like in the northwest like part of Indiana or like anywhere in Michigan, because there's always waves and you can always go during the summer when the water's warm and you don't have to wear like a thick wetsuit. So just get out there and surf if you ever thought about it, and you won't regret it because it's just super fun.
Who would have thought you could ride the waves in Indiana?
Let's roll right on over to the Ursha Pavilion for some good old roller derby.
My name is Lauren, also go by Creep It Low from the South Shore Roller Girls. There's 5-on-5. We play 2 30-minute halves. There are 2 players that have stars on their helmets. Those are the jammers. Those girls score all the points. They can get a point for every opposing blocker that they pass on the track legally. I enjoy the physicality of it and the fact that it pushes me in a way that I didn't think that my body could be pushed. Personally, it's brought me out of my shell a little bit. I'm a little bit more outspoken now. Before I was very quiet and kind of had like a very shy demeanor, and now I'm a little bit obnoxious and really fun. So, but not like, it hasn't brought like a bad side out of me. It's definitely brought a good side out of me. So.
I am Spark Plug. I'm one of the coaches for South Shore Roller Girls. Started out as a player, played for a couple of years, and I'm coaching. And yeah, we're just doing some teaching and we practice hard and do a lot of drills. I think it's the camaraderie with all the people. Get to be really good friends, support each other.
Nice work there by number 1038.
We have some regular fans that come to all of our bouts, which is really cool. We see them every time. It's really fun. Yeah, it's a really diverse group of people and you're always meeting somebody new.
It's great to see families in the community come together to watch such a fun event.
If busy Saturday nights aren't your thing, head over to the peaceful European market in the morning.
My name is Jacqueline Thomas. My job here at the European Market is the European Market Director. The European Market has been going on for 14 years. We'll be celebrating our 15th next year. I got involved with the market. Originally, I was a vendor here at the market. I sold children's clothes and baby clothes. And when the previous market director before me left, I put my name into the hat to be the market director, and here I am.
Rooster crows and break it down.
She doesn't want to go. She's got one.
Got your window, girl. I'll be gone. You're the reason that
my name is Kim, but I'm known as the hot dog lady in Chesterton. The European market has all kinds of different vendors and cool things, and regular people and people from out of town. It's just nice to be out when it's not cold and the sun is shining. I've been at the Indiana Dunes State Park, and I've been at Porter Beach. I've been here the whole season of the market. I've been at the market on and off for 8 years.
It's alright. Here comes Sasa.
My name is Johnny V. This is my third year for being able to perform here. The European market begins in May and ends in October, and there's a number of artists that are that play here and perform here. So I played here a few times this year, and our job is to kind of try to create an atmosphere that's not volume-wise, not overwhelming, and create that as people are passing through, hopefully good music that kind of fills the air and helps the celebration of this event. They come in all shapes and sizes, like you see today. They come with 4 legs, 2 legs. That's probably one of the coolest things that I have. Probably the best seat in the house, that I'd see all sorts of pets and people, youngsters, all ages, and really when you come here as an artist, you want to try to have something for that moment. If somebody slows down and wants to hear what you're doing, you try to hopefully have something in your bag of tricks to kind of play for them.
Doesn't that look like a great time to enjoy the outdoors with some delicious food and music, Zach?
Sure does, Kathy. I would have loved to go there. As the leaves fall off the trees, be sure to get your ornaments to hang on your Christmas trees at the Sharonville Craft Show.
The Holiday Craft Show has been going on this is its 6th year. In 2016, we only had 40 crafters. We do offer vendors here, but it's a ratio of like 10 crafters to 2 vendors. You know, nothing wrong with them, but not necessarily can you get the handmade crafts anywhere. Because you can Google somebody that sells Sunseed, but you can't necessarily Google all the time somebody that makes wreaths.
How long does it take you? A while. Yeah.
I'm all about go big or go home, and I do love the aspect of everyone succeeding when it comes to customers can get the things they want, whether it be finish their Christmas shopping or meet up with family, or just being able to socialize with people they don't normally socialize, because vendors talk, crafters talk to each other.
I want a pink one. I've been doing this professionally for 3 years. I do a lot of work with Sharonville Parks and Recreation, just entertaining kids and coming out and making everybody happy with balloons.
You two, I'm not gonna have to separate you two over there, am I? Are you two being rotten?
Most popular by far is babies, both with boys and girls. That crosses over both genders.
Your baby. Thank you. You're so welcome.
Thank you to all of my crafters. They're already talking about 2019. I can't wait till next year.
It's great to see people planning for the holidays with homemade goods straight from the heart, isn't it, Zach?
It sure is, Kathy. That seems like all the time we have for you today. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time when we're
on the road.